Good morning, everyone. I want to share a word with you this morning. First of all, you like my new shirt? Um, for many years, I wasn't a disciple of Christ. I was a disciple of Satan, unfortunately. But anyway, I wanted to share this word with you basically from this new song by Matthew West called Mended. I've been listening to it nonstop pretty much. It's really been speaking to me about my past and how I was broken and needed mended in my life prior to Christ. And so this message is really for two people. It's for the person who, like myself, prior to 7.5 years, had not accepted Jesus into my heart by faith and His grace and accepted Him as my Lord and Savior and repented of my sins. And so if that's you, maybe you go to church, maybe you give to the poor or do a lot of things that are good works, but have never made that conscious decision in your heart to accept Him as your Lord and Savior. This message is for you. Maybe you feel that you're too damaged. You've done some horrible things in your life and you don't think God could ever love you, receive you, have a plan and purpose for your life. This message is for you. It's also for the person who maybe you have made that decision and accepted Jesus into your heart and we're following Him, and all of a sudden you start backsliding and you fell into something, sin, or something caused you to just walk away. And now you think there's no way God will ever accept me back. I'm a mess. I'm broken, and He'll never take me back. But that's nothing but a lie from the enemy, because that's where He wants you. He wants you broken so that you can rely on Him and not yourself anymore. So I'm going to read the lyrics and the bridge and everything to this song, and I really think that this will really minister to you, and I hope it does, and I hope you come back, and if you haven't ever made that decision, you come to Him and He will mend you of your brokenness. He has an amazing plan and purpose for your life, and He looks at you differently than you look at yourself, and He looks at you through what His Son did on that cross, not what you see in that mirror. Remember that. So here are the lyrics. It starts out by, "How many times can one heart break? It was never supposed to be this way. Look in the mirror, but you find someone you never thought you'd be." But then this is what God says. But I could still recognize the one I love in your tear-shed eyes. I know you might not see him now, so lift your eyes to me. When you see broken beyond repair, I see healing beyond belief. When you see too far gone, I see one step away from home. When you see nothing but damaged goods, I mean, how many times in my prior life, I felt that I was so damaged and I didn't think God could ever love me or receive me. I was just too damaged. But He sees something in the making. He's not finished yet. When you see wounded, He sees mended. You see your worst mistake. Now, how many times have we all thought that? Gosh, I've made so many terrible mistakes. I don't know. I'm just such a mess, and this, that, and the other. And you know what He sees? He sees the price He paid. And that was the price of Jesus going to that cross and shedding His blood for us. And then it says there's nothing you could ever do to lose what grace has won. That's basically saying you could never lose that, what Jesus did on that cross for you and me. So hold on, it's not the end. No, this is where love just begins. I'm making all things new, and I will make a miracle of you. Wow, isn't that the truth? Gosh, He has made a miracle of me from where I was, and I know He can make a miracle of every single person out there watching this. He is not a respecter of person. What He does for one, He'll do for the other. When you see broken beyond repair, I see healing beyond belief. When you see too far gone, I see one step away from home. When you see nothing but damaged goods, I see something good in the making. I'm not finished yet. When you see wounded, he sees mended. And this part, I just really love this part. It's really going to give you hope and joy. I know it will, because it made me smile, and I'm going to smile some more when I read it. He sees my child, my beloved, the new creation you're becoming. You see the scars from when you fell, but I see the stories they will tell. I mean, that is so powerful. I mean, God causes all things to work together for the good of those who love him or are called according to a purpose. We think of our past and our mistakes as something horrible. And yes, there's probably things that we've done that are horrible, but God could use that as your testimony to tell other people, to share your story, and to give him all the glory. You see worthless. He sees priceless. You see pain, but I see a purpose, he says. You see unworthy, undeserving, but I see you through eyes of mercy. When you see broken beyond repair, I see healing beyond belief. You see too far gone, but he sees one step away from home. When you see nothing but damaged goods, remember he sees something good in the making. He's not finished yet. No, when you see wounded, he sees mended. Oh, I see mended. Ooh, I see mended. I'm not finished yet. When you see wounded, he sees mended. Wow. That's a lot, man. That is just so powerful. And I really hope, I pull up, do a Google and search those lyrics and just print them out and just read over them. If you're struggling right now in those areas, if you've never made that commitment to Jesus and you think you are too far gone, you are too far broken, you're not. You're not. I mean, he's, like I said earlier, man, he doesn't see what you see in the mirror. He sees through the eyes of what he did on that cross for you with Jesus. So he loves you that much, and no matter if you've never made that decision or you've backslidden, he is waiting with open arms to receive you and show you that unconditional love he has for you. So I hope this message ministers to some of you out there. I know it did to me. I'm just so filled with joy that when I saw broken, he seen mended. And I am a miracle still in the making, and he's not finished with me yet, and he's not finished with you yet. So I hope you have an amazing day. Love you all.